MyPillow guy, the MyPillow CEO and loyal Trump lackey, Mike Lindell, was reportedly given the boot at an event for Republican governors. So this is the official Republican Governors Association. It's taking place in Tennessee. He has the credentials to be there, but he got kicked out. Lindell said he had flown to Nashville to attend the 3-day meeting, but that only a few minutes after he collected his credential at the Marriott Hotel, an event coordinator in the lobby told him he was not allowed at any of the official RGA events. So an official said that Lindell was trying to get into a dinner at the governor's mansion. These events are for the Republican Governors Association members, and Mike Lindell is not currently a member. But Lindell, I can't believe I'm saying this, he showed up with receipts. He was actually invited, he had the proper credentials. Lindell shared a screenshot of a calendar event titled RGA Nashville Meeting with the attachment Nashville Agenda PDF, and said he had been invited to the event in the last month or two. He also shared a schedule of the events for Tuesday and Wednesday and had the word confidential at the bottom. Lindell also shared his executive roundtable badge to the conference. The dinner Tuesday night was titled Executive Roundtable Reception and Dinner. So he was in fact invited, and he did in fact have the proper documentation to be there. All right, he was not an undocumented CEO. Like, he was ready to go for it. But it turns out that an appearance he made on Steve Bannon's podcast could have led to them deciding to, I guess, disinvite him. Earlier, Lindell had gone on Bannon's radio show and promised to confront Georgia Governor Brian Kemp and Arizona Governor Doug Ducey, RGA's chair about the election and allegations of fraud in their states. In fact, this is what he said verbatim. I hope I get Kemp one-on-one tonight, him and Doug, and say, why? Why would you do this to America? What's behind that? Maybe they won't talk to me, but I'm certainly going to ask them. So he was gonna confront these people. That probably made organizers of the event uncomfortable, and maybe that's why they blocked him from entering. I have no idea, but it's just, I wonder, poor guy.
Well, this is what, the only thing that this tells me is that Mike Lindell is gonna win the next GOP primary.
Oh, Nando, don't say that.
Like, he's gonna be the Republican nominee for president. 100%. This is like the kind of thing that they run on. You know what I mean?
You're right. You're right. You're right.
It's like they're gonna throw up like what? Some loser, like who's like a loser senator for like the Republican Party, whatever. They're gonna throw up that guy. They're gonna throw up some loser governor. And then like Mike Lindell's gonna be like, look at these corrupt people. They didn't let me into the thing. I'm the real, champion of conservative values. All these people are bought off. And he's gonna win. And Trump's gonna be like, the MyPillow guy, he stood by me. He's a very good American. Very good American. He's got the best pillows. His pillows are great. They're great pillows, folks. And then I put the MyPillow guy and I call him up and I say, these pillows are fantastic. Yeah, so he's gonna win. He's gonna win. I mean, is there any doubt in your mind that he's gonna win?
No. That's why I freaked out once you said it, because it's true.
Yeah.
Marjorie Taylor Greene, who has been, dealing with some backlash from her party, hasn't been like expelled by Congress completely because she raises a lot of money for the Republican Party. She's not to compare the two, honestly, because it's definitely not the same. I mean, they're not the same in any way, shape, or form. But I think part of what led corporate Democrats to be more accepting of like AOC is that she raises a lot of money. And I think the same is true of Marjorie Taylor Greene. I think the Republican Party hates her. I don't think they like her at all, but I don't think they want to fully reject her because they want that cash. And by the way, the fact that she's able to raise that cash is just evidence to what you were saying, Nando, that like the Republican electorate loves the Mike Lindells and Marjorie Taylor Greenes of the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They want culture warriors who feel legit. You know, they don't want like the fakes. I mean, they'll tolerate them in the Senate or whatever, but like they're not going to get riled up to vote for these people unless they're kind of like true culture warriors. I mean, that's what gets the people going, you know. And Marjorie Taylor Greene, like whatever the hell she did to AOC, like they love that. That's like what they love. That's what they want. They want to own the libs, and the people who do that effectively are the ones that have the best. That's the best way to judge how well a Republican is going to do in a primary, is to the degree that they can own the libs. So like how crazy they make the libs. Flip that inversely, and then they're going to do better. So like Marjorie Taylor Greene, who like the libs are freaking out about all the time, is going to do well. Yeah. Liz Cheney, who the libs love, is going to get 2% of the vote. I mean, that's just like the reality. That's why I think Ron DeSantis is is going to be a pretty formidable guy in the next primary, because he's an expert at owning the libs. He's in the media all the time because he does something that pisses them off, and he's riding that to popularity. I mean, he's popular in Florida. His polling is really good, and that's the thing. That's the way to predict the future of the Republican Party. If the liberals are going crazy over someone, that means that they're going to do well.
Yeah, I think you're right. Everyone hates the libs. But it's true. It's true. Like
it's true.
I get it. I definitely get it.
You find them like annoying and hysterical. Yeah.
Annoying, hysterical, willing to forget any of their alleged values and principles to like shill for like Liz Cheney. That's what I was gonna say. For Liz Cheney. Awful person. Overall, awful person. I mean, I
was happy that she got kicked off of the thing. Like I want to see her suffer as much as possible. her and her entire family. I want to see them suffer as much as possible. I'm not gonna like stand in brave. Like I don't understand why the libs do that. They're the only people that do that. Like they do it with John McCain. They do like they fall in love with these Republicans and they become like obsessed with them. It's so weird. It never happens in the other direction. Like no Republican is obsessed with Joe Manchin or John Tester.
Yeah,
you know, or like they hate all those people.
Yep.
They hate them. So
or Sinema, like I mean, remember when Sinema tapped Mitch McConnell's shoulder before voting down the $15 an hour minimum wage, and McConnell didn't even like care to look. You're so right. You're so right. It's pretty incredible. I think it's just they have this high school. They have the high school mentality.
The mind space. Totally.
Yeah, where it's like the enemy of my enemy is my friend, right? It's like that's the way that their mind works when. Really, I think it's just this, and that's how their mind works in lieu of having actual guiding principles. You get what I'm saying? Because when you have guiding principles, when you genuinely find war crimes to be a problem, you're not gonna turn around and put Liz Cheney of all people on a pedestal. Someone who honestly like couldn't get enough war. I remember being in high school reading about Bill Kristol before we invaded Iraq. I was reading in the New York Times, like quotes from Bill Kristol urging us to invade Iraq. And Bill Kristol and Liz Cheney formed like this disgusting think tank based on foreign policy. The whole point of it is to manufacture consent for forever wars. Like I hate these people, and it doesn't matter if every once in a while, they're willing to say the right thing. You judge them based on their actions. You judge them based on what your guiding values and principles are. And I think that's the thing that turns me off about the quote unquote libs, right? Like especially like corporate Democrats and corporate Democrat media, for lack of a better way of describing them, like the Voxes of the world. They just like lose it over anyone who's critical of Trump, and that shouldn't be the only factor that you use to judge someone's character.
did they not learn a single lesson from the whole Lincoln Project fiasco?
No, they
in which
didn't.
They like became obsessed with these people. Obsessed. It was disgusting. And it was so obvious that they were all just a series of frauds. And then, oh my God, it turns out they're all pedophiles who are just defrauding everybody. Like, okay, like, did you not, like, these are Republicans. They're awful people. Like, they're evil. I mean, I don't know, like, learn something, like, remember something. Like, this happened not that long ago. You guys were obsessed with these people and then it all fell apart.
I know.
And they're just like looking for the next Lincoln Project. Like, now it's Liz Cheney. She's gonna make so much money. Like, Liz Cheney's gonna make so much money because the liberals will make her a celebrity in our celebrity obsessed culture. This was the best thing that Liz Cheney has ever done. She did not take a brave stand. She will not suffer any consequences. Like, yes, she's out of the GOP leadership, but who cares? She's gonna make bajillions of dollars speaking at conferences and getting invited to, on MSNBC and she's gonna write a book, a tell-all book about how she bravely took a stand and like it's about leadership or whatever. And that's gonna make millions of dollars because the liberals who control the media, let's be honest about it, like they are making her a celebrity. And that's the best thing that could ever happen to her. And they're so stupid because Liz Cheney hates them.
Yeah.
It's.
Thanks for watching The Young Turks. Really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.